Timeouts either side. Redfeather can't take a safety. He took a safety. He took a safety. New York's up by 2. Are you kidding me? Luke Johnson. It's 22-20, and now San Francisco.
Mac Wavy Jr.'s up to 312, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And Wavy Jr. just continues to pile on the numbers. 2nd down and 4 at the 9-yard line for Minneapolis, protecting a 1-point lead here in the first playoff game of the conference semifinals. Touchdown Davis Reed, his 2nd of the night. And Minneapolis is back up by 7. They just won't give it up. 3 in the backfield for Thomas. Kirkland is the lone receiver, bottom of the screen, guarded by Coakley. Back to pass. It's over to Heat Chol this time. Chris can't bring him down. Heat Chol spins away. Park Heat Chol's got a first down. A pickup of 18 yards. What a play from the little dynamo. Chris blew this play up on the last drive, but was slow getting over there. And then Heat Chol makes Delta Coakley look silly. 1st and goal for St. Louis.
Already 2 block punts for Baltimore today. Is there a third? There is! 3 block punts in one game. Are you kidding me? Down at the 14-yard line, and Vegas will take over again.
Special teams, once again, coming up and making big plays.
I don't think we've ever had 3 block punts in one game. I would have to get that from headquarters, but I am almost certain there has not been 3 block punts in one game from the same team.
Carolina gets a walk-off win over the St. Louis Gladiators 35-28, and of course this game now. And to throw down the middle, that's Brett Killian, who's got both arms around the ball. He ran Eric for a touchdown Legion.
There's 2 terms everybody needs to know: seam route and north-south. Boom, splits them, and he doesn't care how many more yards he's getting. He's not going to fumble.
And Savage will drop the pass. Deep ball down the field. Complete Capone, and the Vipers can tie the game with an extra point. The drama is real in Cleveland. Tony Capone, the 3rd different Viper receiver with a touchdown catch tonight. It is a 1-point game.
That was how far they had to go. Wilson, doesn't even get any time to set up to throw. Just immediately wrapped up and brought down. That's Teron Yates' 2nd sack of the night.
Takeaway for the Portland Fleet. They came into this one number 1, and they will most likely stay there. And look at Ezekiel Love. He turns on the Jets down the sidelines. He's going to take it all the way to the house for a touchdown.
And he come flying out of that backfield like he got shot out of a cannon. Instantly, from the second the ball is in his hand, the burst of speed to the outside, and there was no one to catch him. Linebackers, they blinked and they missed him, run 10 yards past him. 22 for Charleston. Josh Reese tries to get to him, but he is outrun by Love. The Jets come on, and he gets the touchdown for Portland.
1:30 to go in the 3rd, still tied at 21. Funk back to pass. Funk hit hard as he threw, wide open down the field. Lawrence Kirkland, touchdown. You could hear the hit that Funk took, and Louisville has their first lead of the night.
3rd and 10 at the Fort Worth 47-yard line. This is the spot where they get the completion. Got to get it in field goal range. They need at least a 17-yard pass play here. 4 wide. Looking to throw it. Over the middle. That one's going to be caught. They do get it down to the 31-yard line. That's about as close as they can hope to get. First down with 9 seconds left.
See Davis running the ball either. Marconi to throw. And Marconi's in trouble. Marconi is face planted at the 26. How does that taste? It's Corey Sims with the sack. This guy's having the best debut of a player I've seen in a long time in the SFL. He's got 4 tackles, an interception, and a sack. Corey Sims, can I have your autograph?
Just 6 teams left in the chase for the 20th SFL Championship, and we cut that number down to 5 with this game here this afternoon. It is London traveling to Baltimore into Sports Gamers Online Stadium to take on the 3-time defending champion Baltimore Vultures. Chris Curtis in the broadcast booth alongside the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage. Eddie, this matchup looks to be on paper one the home team should win, but London has beaten Baltimore before.
SFL Nation, y'all know what it is. You know who it is. What if I don't? Yo, I'm hyped up for this one, Chris. We got a good matchup, and like you said, on paper, Baltimore should walk away to win, but some say this isn't the same Baltimore franchise from seasons past. They shown a chunk in the armor. London finished us off the season hot, and we got a good one today, and I can't wait to see how it folds.
One would say that this is a different London team as well as we get things going inside SGO, as these two teams, they have come into the playoffs on different spectrums. As you mentioned, London riding a high coming into the playoff tournament, and Baltimore has shown some vulnerabilities that some teams have been able to take advantage of, including other playoff teams this season, one being Carolina, others being, I believe, DC got them as well. So this is a definite statement game, I think, for Baltimore, showing that they're still here and they're still ready to do whatever it takes to win.
Absolutely.
We're about to get set and ready to go with the kickoff. It is Baltimore and London. Winner plays the winner of the Alamo City Atlanta game later today. It's going to be Baltimore starting things off with the football. London has the ball on the tee. We're ready to go. Hand is in the air, and the first of 2 quarterfinals tonight is underway. Here we go. It's Ivory Irvin back deep for the return. He has it at the 3. He's going to bring it up to the 15-20 to the 25-yard line, and he is stopped at the 26 is what they'll give him. Now enter Jack Wigmore, who's had a pretty good season all told, alongside Warren Murray and the newly minted Hall of Famer, who will be inducted later this summer, T. Roy Gaines, the fullback. Those are your main battery mates behind the line of scrimmage for the Vultures. Immediately in the split back, ready to go, 1st and 10. Gaines and Murray back there. And off immediately, I believe that is T. Roy Gaines on the first carry of the game. He's got 5, 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Vultures.
Recently nominated into the SFL Hall of Fame class, T. Roy Gaines, former tailback, now fullback. He's a jack of all trades. He can do it all.
Yes, he can. He was originally a halfback who moved over to fullback, and he has found a home in that spot. Now a co-owner in the Baltimore franchise as well. Bunch left, throw to the outside. That's Warren Murray who has the catch, and Wigmore finds him for a 3-yard gain at 3rd and 2 coming up for Baltimore. First 3rd down of the game.
London lined up in man-to-man defense and did a great job. He had a long way to go to get over there and make that tackle. Brings up a 3rd and short.
Ivory Irvin, Daley Holder, Mac Chima, David Anderson, your wide receivers for the Vultures. Caesar Ackerman is the option in the tight end spot, and Murray goes down hard, loses yardage, and that is a huge hit by the defense for London. They force a 4th down.
Defensive end Selvin Lane did a great job of keeping his outside shoulder free, not allowing the left tackle get his hands on him. Comes up and make a big tackle in the backfield. Is going to force a punt for Baltimore.
3 and out for Baltimore. Not exactly what they expected offensively to start things out in their playoff venture. That baby blocked it. It nearly was, as Matty Coffins got it away, as that'll get out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for London, as they have their offense out on to the field. Terrence Weary on the punt return there. Johnny Pickler out on the field as he comes out with Robert Merrill, and then Rob Knoll is your fullback for the London Knights. We'll get to the wide receivers and tight ends in a moment, but this London offense has definitely shown up on numerous occasions. Vin Calia, bottom of your screen, he's the number 1 option in this offense. Offset I formation, handoff. It is Robert Merrill who's taken down behind the line. 2-yard loss. Baltimore defense stands up.
Nate Brown on a tackle for a loss in the backfield. Baltimore London that is, in a strong flip pair. 2 tight ends out to his right, trying to help get the running back out in space, but the defensive line wasn't having any of that.
Vincalia, Fox Highwind, Terrence Weary, your options for the wide receivers, and then Talon Steele, your tight end for London. Twins to the right. Looking to throw it to the outside. It's Merrill looking for a spin, and Baltimore having none of that. Good play just in front of the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 coming up. 3rd and long, and Merrill not able to get his legs out underneath him and create some momentum yet.
Early on, both defenses have come to play so far tonight, Chris.
Gun straight look looks like for London. See what they're looking at down at 3rd and long. Bump coverage looks like from Baltimore. Over the middle, that is incomplete. Good tip over the middle as that one found its way over the middle of the field. Nothing doing. 4th down, 2 3-and-outs, 1 by each offense to start things out. Enzo Bolt with the touch on the ball.
Enzo Bolt saves the 1st down and gets his defense off the field. London loves these 90-yard slant plays. They have it in about 900 different formations. Baltimore keen on that, was ready.
And that's going to be one of their favorite targets over the middle of the field. Talon Steele was the intended target there. Irvin back deep for the return on the punt. See if he can do something with this. Just getting underway, 1st quarter. Kick is up and gone. This will be returnable for Irvin. Tries to spin. Not much to that. He'll get out to the 36-yard line is where the ball positioned. And Wigmore back out for his 2nd series. They got close to a 1st down at a 3rd and 2, but then got blown up in the backfield in their 1st drive. See if they can get something going on this 2nd series in front of their home crowd.
Pretty good far starting field position for it, too.
Yeah, looks like it. Pro look for Baltimore. Wigmore, left-handed, throws over the middle and a crossing pattern that's pretty shallow. Ends up being a 4-yard gain, not much more than that. And that will find them a 2nd and 6.
Lucky to be able to hold on to the ball on that play, Mac Chima is, as he was hit as soon as he brought that ball in.
Mac Chima, definitely one of the standouts of this Baltimore offense. They have standouts all over the place.
Oh,
bunch left. Murray behind Wigmore. 5-step drop, looks over the middle again, throws, that's caught in a huge hit. A Luthez press of sorts at the 45-yard line in London territory, but that is right on the money. 1st down Baltimore.
We just talked about the newly inducted Hall of Famer. This time the fullback goes out in the route, lined up wide, runs a route like a receiver comes up, holds on to it even after receiving a big hit.
He really can do it all. No doubt about that. He would catch passes out of the backfield when he was a halfback. He catches fullback passes over the middle like a tight end. That's crazy. Another pro look. 1st and 10. Wigmore. Handoff to Murray, and he is blown up in the backfield. What a hit. Causes a 2nd and long, and he's been all over the place today.
Selvin Lang gets his 2nd tackle for a loss in the backfield. He's not just a pass rushing specialist. He can defend the run game as well.
He's been very, very good so far early on in this game. He's fired up. London fired up to be in this spot. Trying to get a win against Baltimore. 5 wide for Wigmore on a 2nd and long. Trying to make things a little bit easier on a 3rd down if at all possible. Has the football. Moves up in the pocket. Hit as he threw. And that is incomplete. 3rd and 14. And London's defense gets home again.
Both defenses have come out and played man defense thus far. Not afraid to expose those cornerbacks, put them out there on an island, and so far, both teams have delivered.
Cam Frosby comes up with the hit. Nearly got a sack there. He had 4.5 sacks in their regular season finale against Canton. This is under center, Wigmore. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that one's intercepted. London's defense on 3rd and long turns the ball over. That's one of the keys that Liam Crowder said they needed to get to today. Make Jack Wigmore uncomfortable and get the ball when they least expect it.
Brandon Ewan lined up in a slot as a slot corner, press man defense, 50x spot. Normally, that's a place you want to go after the defender, on that play. But Brandon Ewan steps up and comes up with a big pick, his 4th of the season.
Good work, and London has themselves an unexpected possession. Quick change on the sideline. Ace formation with a single right on 1st down. Looking to throw it outside. That was nearly a problem as that one got deflected to the line, trying to get Merrill on a screen. Ended up not going his way, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the pass rush got to Johnny Pickler that time, and he throws the ball a little bit sooner than he wanted to. It did not give the play time to develop, and they're lucky that that ball found up on the ground incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking at something for London here to make 3rd down quite a bit easier. Look at them in the quads. Looking to throw it, and Pickler's in trouble. He's going to get taken down. A 4-yard loss nets them a 3rd and long themselves. Both defenses getting home, creating pressure, and creating problems for the opposing offenses.
Johnny Pickler was only sacked 12 times throughout the regular season. That's 2nd in the SFL, only behind Arizona. Baltimore getting to him early.
5 wide for Pickler. Got to get it to the 42-yard line for a first. Looking to throw it. Back, moves up in the pocket. He's going to get taken down again. 2 straight sacks. Baltimore creating nothing but problems for Johnny Pickler, and London will punt one more time.
Al Walker and his defensive line did not get the memo that Johnny was the 2nd least sacked quarterback, already providing pressure. That's the 2nd time he's gone down here early in the 1st quarter.
Nothing doing. Not able to get out of that pocket and create problems. Instead, London will punt it away and give Wigmore another opportunity as it's still scoreless. We're halfway through this 1st quarter in a quick-moving 1st quarter at SGO.
Justin Rezai in the SFL YouTube channel saying that Johnny was the sandwich of a Baltimore burger.
There's a pickle in the middle of the Baltimore sandwich. I like it.
Yeah.
1st and 10 as Ivory Irvin gets taken down after a short return, and Wigmore's back out on the field. Maybe a little bit more of a dose of Warren Murray on the ground. Get Wigmore a little more comfortable and create some pressure on the linebackers.
Yeah, it's still early. Both teams are still trying to figure each other out. Perhaps they should take what the defense gives them and work from there.
In the gun, Wigmore. As I say that, they're going to go gun straight.
Yeah.
Immediately. Wigmore not afraid to throw. We know that. He's going to have a low snap, but has the football. Moves, throws, caught. 1st down and more to the 35-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 as that's Caesar Ackerman, the tight end, who comes up with that ball as Baltimore gets into London territory again.
Caesar Ackerman coming over from Jacksonville as a free agent, trying to win himself a championship with this squad. Comes over not as heavily involved as he was in Jacksonville. Over there, he was the main target, but out here, it's a team-first mentality. And the favorite receiver of Jack Wigmore is the guy who's open.
Yeah, absolutely. He spreads the ball around better than most in the league. In the gun, has Warren Murray with him in that gun. Looks to throw it, checks it down to Murray towards the sideline, has some room to get some speed going, and he will worm his way to a 1st down inside field goal range to the 24. New set for Baltimore.
And you like the decision that Jack Wigmore is making. 90-yard slants, no one is open, checks it down to his tailback who picks up the 1st down. Great decision by the quarterback.
Good work. Baltimore trying to find some kind of groove. Going over the middle seems to not be the main solution here. They were able to do it with Caesar Ackerman, but they were burned on an interception earlier. Single back, ace look again for Baltimore. Or this time for Baltimore. Wigmore backs it up, throws right side, caught, crossing pattern and getting down to about the 18-yard line. That is Ackerman again, his 2nd catch. It is 2nd and 4.
And here early on, I wanted to see what this London coaching staff was going to do with their defense. Sometimes they use that 4-4 inside blast 3, blitzing the linebacker alongside the defensive tackles. They got it in the playbook this week. Here it comes again.
Yeah, heavy set look this time. He's got Gaines and Murray behind him. Wigmore handoff to Murray through the middle, gets through the blocking and has a 1st down. And it is 1st and 10 at the 13. They can still get a 1st down at the 3.
Yeah, the one thing about using that 4-4 inside blast 3 is sometimes that blitzing linebacker blitzes up the A gap, and other times he'll kind of loop around to the C gap and leaving a hole open in the defense.
And he found the A gap there, did Murray, and there was nobody blitzing through it. So he was able to find his way through and shimmy for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13. 3 to the left. Wigmore looks, throws, gives it to Murray. Has some room on the outside. If he breaks it, he's in. He does not get to the end zone. 1st and goal to the 1. And Baltimore has 4 chances to put it in.
Trips tight, 90 tight end out. it's a killer for man-to-man defense as the linebacker has to run a long way, as you see here on a replay, to get over there and make the tackle.
Especially in red zone opportunities, that is a dangerous one if you want to try to keep the opposing team out of the end zone. Baltimore has 3 attempts here, 4 attempts if they want to go for it on 4th down. Single right, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff, Murray taken down at the line of scrimmage. He stays there, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, he might have lost half a yard there, Murray did on the play. Great tackle.
And Russell comes up and makes the hit, brings him down, and a couple of opportunities left.
Or for a defense, watch for the linebacker next to Silver Lane, the blitz.
I formation, heavy set. It's like an eye load from here. This will be through the middle. It's Murray, and he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. They strike first on home soil. They are up and have the lead. It's 6-0.
Great block by the center. Getting a good push up front. Wasn't a perfect block, but it was just enough to give him the space he needed to get up the A-gap. Baltimore strikes first.
London, nothing to be ashamed of. They held Baltimore off the board for most of the first quarter, and now they'll be tasked with answering if they can on their side. As extra point coming up for one of the best of the business, it is Shark Tarkenton. Some would say the best in the business, but Cliff Allen may have some words to say about that, as you and I both know.
Hey.
Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. Baltimore up 7 on the long drive, and we'll see if London can respond in kind. Caps off a 7-play, 48-yard drive for their 1-yard rushing touchdown. A lot more balance, it seemed, on that particular drive as well. They didn't rely strictly on Wigmore, Eddie, to get the ball down the field. They used Murray in different spots, both in the run and pass game. This will be returnable for Weary through the middle as he cuts it back left. He nearly broke one there, but he's going to get out to the 25. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah, for a moment there, I thought he had something going, but Baltimore did a great job of collapsing the pocket, staying disciplined in their zones, and coming up with a great tackle.
Aerial coverage of today's game provided by Dags DroneWorks, aerial photography and videography services for real estate, events, marketing, and more. Learn more at dagsdroneworks.com. Offset I formation. It is going to be Merrill, the deep back. He's going to get it. On the stretch play, he's going to get blown up in the backfield again, and this seems like deja vu all over again. Was that Al Walker again?
No, that was Alvin Mack on the tackle, one of my favorite linebackers in the entire SFL.
I like it. 2nd and 12, 2-yard loss. That could have been much worse, though, so at least they got back to at least a reasonable loss. Single right in the ace. They ran in this formation before. They'll pass here. Pickler, right side, towards the sideline. It's caught. That was a dangerous ball. The cornerback over there nearly had a beat on it, but it doesn't matter. 3rd and inches. He couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Great job by the London offensive line. Left tackle Anthony Anderson, left guard Perrin Abera, and right guard Demetrius Farmer. Great job giving Johnny the time he needed. That was a slow developing play, and they gave him just enough time to get that ball out of his hands.
Finds Fox Highwind, been stacking paper all over him there, who had a shot at that, but Highwind makes the play, and now it's a power eye look, 3rd and inches. Give it to Merrill. He's going to cut it to the outside. 1st down, and he cuts back inside on the spin. 1st and 10, though, as he gets near the 40-yard line. They'll give him the 39.
Fullback Rob Noel did just enough to allow Robert Merrill to get to the outside. Great block, young man.
A little bit of offensive execution may have been what they were missing as they come through, turn that 2-yard loss into a 1st down. Now they got a fresh set. Single right in the quads. We're going to throw it. And Pickler's in trouble. He's going to get taken down. Arm moving forward. Incomplete pass. So no worries. 2nd and 10. No loss of yards.
Baltimore brought the blitz. Right up the A-gap they did. Not allowing Johnny the time he needed to get that pass off.
Frank Smith, the inside linebacker, came up to make that play and made it well. 2nd and 10. And a 5-wide set for Pickler again. As the football backs it up. 3-step drop. Deep over the middle. It's caught. Found a seam between two vultures to find his catch. I believe that's Vin Calio over there. It is. It is Terrence Weary, sorry. 1st and 10 for the London Knights.
And they brought the blitz again, right up the A gap. And this time, Johnny had just enough time to get the ball out of his hands to move the chains.
Terrence Weary, the return man and the wide receiver 3 on this London Knights roster, finds a play over the middle to get his team into positive territory at the 39-yard line. Single left, quads again. See where Pickler goes with this if Baltimore lets him. That's a handoff. That is great work as Robert Merrill finds his way into the second level. 8-yard run, 2nd and 2.
Strong trap out of this spread offensive look. Baltimore's bringing the blitz again. They did a great job of getting out to the second level. The offensive line did. Look at that, right? Look at that great work by the offensive line. Shout out to those guys up front, giving Robert Merrill the time he needed to get some yards and bring up 2nd and 2.
Pretty sure I saw a mouth guard go flying there. 2nd and 2. These teams hitting hard. No doubt about that. Stretch play, left side. That is Merrill. Oh, man. If he had cut that a little bit further outside, I think he might have had the end zone there.
I don't know if he would have scored, but it would have been certainly a foot race to the end zone. One of London's favorite run plays out of this. They love to run that stretch play. If you're going to defeat this team and slow down Robert Merrill, you got to contain that play.
That's a first down out of it regardless, and that is going to end the first quarter of play. Already one frame done, 7-0 lead for the Vultures as a couple of long drives eating up a majority of this first frame. This is the SFL on YouTube. It's the SFL Playoffs presented by APM Music. Chris Curtis, Eddie Gage in the broadcast booth, Hall of Famer Eddie Gage, as we had a newly minted set of the Hall of Famers announced last night during the Carolina-Arizona matchup. Pickler, 1st and 10, over the middle. That's a catch and a first down inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal. That's that is Talon Steele, the tight end, who came up with the catch, and it's 1st and goal for London.
A career high number in catches and in the regular season, and he's picking up right where he left off in week 14. Baltimore is bringing a blitz anytime London has lined up in a full wide receiver set.
Something to think about. They're trying to force Pickler to get the ball out of his hands quicker, and he's adjusted fairly well over these last couple of plays. This will be out to Merrill. Nice screen play, as you called. Spin move, 2 spins, 3, and he gets bumped out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That last-ditch effort took him off balance. It's 2nd and goal.
It did, but I like to get a look at the replay because he actually got hit around the 2-yard line and tried to spin out of it and got pushed out of bounds at the 4. That's some home cooking there, because I think the ball should have been spotted at the 2.
Yeah, forward progress in that. Probably would think you are right. 2nd and goal. Power eye look. Merrill is the back. Knoll there as well. That's to the left, and a big hit is going to bring him down at the 5. Another loss. 3rd and goal, and Baltimore is threatening to keep London to 3.
Keenan Samuels just following the lead of this Baltimore defensive front, coming up with another TFL for this team.
3rd and goal at the 5. Gun straight look. See if they go slants here.
Watch for the out route to the outside. Line. There it is.
There it is. Yep, that's to the outside, and not a touchdown at the goal line. 4th and goal. The ball never broke the plane for Fox Highwind, and they have a decision to make right at the plane.
That was awfully close. I'd like to get another look at that because I thought the ball just barely crossed the plane.
There was one in the Carolina quarterfinal game last night that was called a touchdown that didn't look like it. This one may have been over, but was not given the same courtesy. It is JT Delaney coming up with the chance for the 3 points. Chip shot is up and good, and London at least gets on the board, but Baltimore holding the Knights to 3 points there. Got to be given some kind of consideration there after the long drive the Knights just gave us.
Was that on purpose, the same courtesy?
No, that was not on purpose. Not everything that comes out of my mouth, Eddie, is a pun, believe it or not. An intended pun, I should say. I like it, though. I like it. All right. It is Ivory Irvin back deep for the return. Don't ask Cam that. He'll probably disagree with me. Back at the 3. He's going to bring this up, moves right, then moves left, and he'll get taken down at the 24-yard line. Now it is Jack Wigmore's time. 7 for 9 start for him. He does have the interception, and then he did lead the drive that brought the 1-yard touchdown run for Murray a little while ago. Baltimore with the lead and the ball. 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Jack Whitmore off to a hot start despite the way his season ended. First time in a while he's finished with more interceptions than touchdowns.
Backs look on first down.
Look out.
In the pocket, dangerous time, and the Knights get home. It is a 4-yard loss on the sack. Tell him X Scarborough. Tell him about it.
Once again, 50X spot. If the spot is not able to break contain, your second choice is the slot receiver. Anytime you're playing man defense, but they did a great job of corralling him that time. Did not allow him to get rather any separation, and as a result, Jack Whitmore takes the canvas.
Yeah, that is a very good, seemingly a coverage sack on that play, as that spot route usually develops fairly quickly. 2nd and 14.
Right up top.
Yep, looking like it. This is going to be an out route up top. That's 2 out routes there, as that one's going to be to the tight end. I think it's Ackerman that brought it. 3rd and 11 coming up. Ackerman's third catch already.
Ackerman heavily involved in the offense a bit more than he's accustomed to, but he'll take it.
See what they have for us on 3rd and long. This is not the first 3rd and long that Baltimore's faced so far in this game. Split backs. Looking to throw it. Quick drop back. Wigmore, tons of time over the middle, and it's incomplete. I think that was Irvin who had a chance on that. I don't think that got hit by Anthony Wyo.
I'm not quite sure what happened. It was a bang-bang play. Let's look at it again, and perhaps they did give him credit for that pass deflection. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it was. Man. I don't know.
Well timed either way.
Well timed either way.
They're giving him.
Yeah, I think Irie Irvin just he made a business decision not to bring that ball in.
4th down, and so Baltimore immediately 3 and outs. This particular drive will give the ball back to London, who will have a chance to take the lead. Matty Coffins, again, who was under pressure his first punt. See if London sends the house again. They certainly have the field position to do so if they decide it. And they will not. They'll be back in coverage, trying to set up for the return. Weary has it at the 37, and he's hit immediately, getting to the 39. And 1st and 10 for London on their side of the 50.
Immediately is right. As soon as he looked upfield, he was already getting hit.
Good work so far from both defenses. Only a 7-3 score line. And certainly the over-unders are paying for it. 59.5 over-under from Jack's data. And we are not on pace for that by any stretch. This is Pickler to the outside. And nothing doing on the screen pass. Merrill gets blown up in the backfield again.
Yeah, the offensive lineman had a long way to go to get over there and try to make that block. Unable to get there as the Baltimore defense converges on Merrill.
2nd and long. Plenty of space given by the corners on the outside receivers. This is set up as an offset I. This may be a Merrill run. Nope, it'll be a throw. Pickler, 7-step drop. Looks deep over the middle of the field. It's tipped, and it's incomplete. The diving play over the middle of the field could not bring that in. Fox Highwind had a shot at it.
50 Z deep post. Vin Collier runs a fade. He was well covered like a blanket. Looked second to Fox Highwind, who was covered by the safety. Great defense by Baltimore.
That was Troy Loshaw, the safety, who got over to cover Highwind. He was all over him at the point of attack. 5 wide for Pickler. Looking again. Moves in the pocket. Throws over the middle. Dangerous ball. And he caught that.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, it is London's favorite game. It's Plinko. Fox Highwind brings it in. It's 1st down.
Wow. Count. Oh, my goodness. That ball hit the back of the defender. Hit a couple of different Baltimore defenders on that play. And, wow, talk about taking advantage of an opportunity.
Unreal. Good. Fox Highwind, go buy a lottery ticket or something.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Offset eye look, handoff Merrill. He's going to try to get to the outside. Broken tackle, going to try to break 2. He does. 3, not so much, but he does get the first down and getting it down to the 26-yard line with 6:41 left in this second quarter.
Giovanni Boat with the tackle, but it was already after Robert Merrill broke 2 tackles. Going to move the chains yet again. London's trying to ride this momentum off the deflected catch.
Find a way to take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you, and they have one, a golden one right here to potentially take the lead in hostile territory. Merrill not exactly lighting up the scoreboard as far as yardage, but he is getting key first downs when they need them. He's the deep back in this offset eye. Pickler, again, to the outside, finds Merrill. He's going to spin and catch. He'll spin back the other way, get towards a sideline 4-yard gain. Not much more than that to the 32.
50Z tight end cross. Baltimore disciplined in their pass coverage, forced Johnny to check the ball down to his tailback.
This is a chance for Pickler to make a statement here in the playoffs, trying to move into the semifinals and get to be one of the final 4 teams. Hand off. That is Merrill, and he's taken down by 2 vultures directly in the backfield. Wow, that is crazy good from Joe Duncan, the defensive end, who gets past his charge.
Joe Duncan on a tackle, Nate Brown with the assist. Baltimore's defensive line, they've been out here for a while, but they've been holding up pretty good right now.
A couple of long drives from this London
Here comes
offense.
the blitz.
Yep, and 5 wide as well. Play number 7 of this drive. Pickler's got to get it out of his hands quick. Here comes the pressure. He's going to throw it deep left, and it is overthrown. But that is no harm, no foul. They'll try for the field goal.
Ben Callier looks like he had the defender beat, but Johnny did not have the time he needed to get the ball off to him. He needed about another split second to complete that pass.
That was dangerous. Got it done, nearly got it done, but Pickler, under immense pressure, could not put the pinpoint accuracy on that. And JT Delaney's going to come out for another field goal attempt. He's 1 for 1 with a chip shot earlier. This one's a bit longer than that. He's looking at a 43-yarder from the right hash.
Perfect on the season thus far, 20 of 20.
Snap is good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. No issues there. Had about enough leg to kick it from another 10 or 15. And that is a 1-point ball game as Baltimore keeps the lead.
I'm glad that field goal went in because I was just saying to myself after I said that, I hope I didn't jinx the young man, but he drilled it.
Didn't give enough time for the Jinx gods to make him pay for that. So.
That's right.
I like it. I like it. So, decent drive. 8 plays, 35 yards. After the 3-and-out forced by the London defense, they turn it into 3 points. Now it's Baltimore's turn to get the ball back, and Baltimore not had the most success. Their most successful drive was a 7-play, 48-yarder earlier. Irvin trying to get through the middle. He's going to find a way through the pack and get taken down at the 27-yard line. So their last 2 offensive drives have ended up in nothing, talking about Baltimore, as the 2 of the last 3 anyway. Interception, punt, and then they had the drive in the middle. That was for the 1-yard touchdown. They'll try to do something here with about a 5 and change left in this second quarter. We'll see what Wigmore has for us. It'll be a handoff to Warren Murray.
Out.
Plenty of room. And that he could have driven a truck through. Warren Murray, house call, touchdown, Baltimore. 1-play drive, and they extend their lead.
That place failed disaster for Baltimore, for London. The moment the ball was hiked, once again it came out in this 4-4 defense. The safety got blocked. There's no help behind him. And anytime you make that initial man miss, if you don't get contact on him and slow that man down against that 4-4 defense, Warren Murray is going to make you pay. And Baltimore strikes and puts up another touchdown on the board.
That breakaway speed from Warren Murray, 73 yards on 1 play, and they completely negate all of the defensive effort that London had on previous drives that Baltimore was on the field for, and they do it to him in real quick-like fashion. That quick strike offense of Baltimore, that's been there basically all season, strikes again here. Tarkenton on the extra point. It is up, and it is through. No issue there. So 14-6. It's still a 1-possession game with 5 minutes left in this second quarter. Reminder, the Knights get the ball back at the start of the second half.
They do, and although Baltimore made them pay with that one-play touchdown run, London's still in this game. It's still a one-score game. 5 minutes left on the clock. They're about to receive the ball. Couldn't ask me in a much better position here on the road.
Back is Terrence Weary for the return. Tarkenton has the ball in the tee. It's up in the air. And here we go again. Weary back inside of his own end zone to the 10 to the 15. Hesitation at the 15-yard line and gets out to the 22. No further than that in the middle of the field. If you're new to the SFL, first of all, welcome. The Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Pickler. Out on the field again. Starts this drive off, looking for more than field goals if he can do it. That's over the middle. Caught. Found Talon Steele. 2nd and inches. I believe he had a first down there, but they didn't give it to him.
On hurry up.
Yeah, see if they can do it with 3 wide again. Pickler, again over the middle. This one's caught. That's a great looking ball to Fox Highwind. 1st and 10 as they move the ball past the 50.
Spreading the ball out with this spread offense with the base personnel. Something you don't see every day.
You got Kalia up top of the screen if needed, but he's not going to need him here. 1st down again. London finding something here. They like the personnel that's on the field. The positioning really good as well. They find another way to get it done. 1st down. Pickler's in the driver's seat. 3 passes, 3 for 3 on this drive. Thrown on the run. Dangerous ball, and it's incomplete, but they keep the no-huddle going.
Keep the no-huddle going. Johnny has zero fear.
Yeah, nothing doing there. Pickler. Over the middle. This one's a short throw. This one is going to be a 1st down. What a fight. That, I believe, was Highwind again.
That's the
found a way
fullback.
through the contact. Oh, that was Noel.
Fullback lined out wide. Incredible.
Nice work. Pickler. Again. Over the middle. Again. Caught again at the 15-yard line to the 13, and they'll finally get back in the huddle. What a series for the London Knights on offense.
Yeah, and Baltimore, you just want them. They got something in a bag of tricks for these 90-yard slants. They brought the safety down in that weak look, I believe it was. Didn't see what side the strong side was for the offense, but Baltimore had no answer for the 90-yard slants on that series.
That was Vin Kalia on that last catch, and they're going to be doing an offset eye look on this go. Handoff. That is Merrill trying to find the outside, but Baltimore does it again. The defensive line gets to the running back, 2nd and 10.
Sometimes you wonder the conditioning, what these athletes put their bodies through to run 6 straight plays of no-huddle offense. They got to be in great shape.
Yeah, and talking about Nate Brown, who made that tackle there, 6 straight plays, and then to make a tackle like that, chasing down an all-speed running back like Robert Merrill. That's crazy good. Offset eye look.
Screen.
Looking to the outside. That is a screen. Going to try to get past the first charge. Not going to happen. It's a 1-yard gain. Spin moves does nothing. And Elijah Warfield has a crazy good open field tackle.
That's the 2nd time in this first half we've seen them run a screen out to the wide side of the field. And the 2nd time, Baltimore's defended it very well, which is not easy to do on the wide side of the field.
Great read on the defensive side by Warfield, realizing what that play looked like. 3 to the right, 1 to the left.
The blitz.
Shotgun. More coming. Pickler's going to need to get it out of his hands again. They send 5, and it's tipped at the line. Incomplete. 4th down, and they force another field goal attempt as Nate Brown makes the play at the line for the tip.
And should London go on to lose this game, they're going to go back and think about all these red zone opportunities that they've not been able to cash out on and get touchdowns.
8-point game, trying to make it a 5-point game. Delaney back on the field, this time from the left hash. 12-yard line, so it's a 29-yarder from here. Looking at 3 to get something.
Fast
Close snap. Dangerous, and they do get it off. It is up and through. Man, oh man, London playing with fire there.
Yeah, they were, as Baltimore actually got a pretty good a pretty good rush on the kicker there, but they were able to get it off.
So make it a 5-point contest as London does get the 3, and Baltimore going to get this ball back with a couple of minutes left. 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to stop the clock as we get an updated look at the team stats there.
Liam up in the coach's box saying, you know what, 7, we didn't get 7, but we got 3. All we can do is try to stay tough, hang in there, and make this a close ball game in the 4th.
9 of the potential 21 points they could have had. This is Irvin, who gets taken down at the 27-yard line. Was just about to shimmy through, it looked like, but he gets taken down. Baltimore back out on the field again. However, like you said, 9 points out of 21 is better than 0 out of 21 they could have had. So this is not a bad place to be. Still a 1-possession game.
2:11 left in the first half. Baltimore has all 3 timeouts. Let's see how aggressive they get.
Warren Murray in the backfield. He had the 1-play touchdown. This looks like the same run.
Going to Murray again.
In the screen. See what he can do to the outside. Uses that speed. First down and more to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning as we get another look at the Murray run. 14-9, Baltimore up in front of these London Knights at SGO. One of these teams faces the winner of tonight's game, Alamo City and Atlanta. And we are that much closer to figuring out who that's going to be. 6 teams started the day, still in the hunt for the championship. This game will cut it down to 5. Tonight's game will cut it down to 4. And then we have, Eddie, our final 4 for the look at the Season 20 title.
They've been up into an exciting finish.
Yeah, looking like it. Looking like it. On paper, this did not look as close as so far. It has lived up to the billing, as this is a 3-yard loss. Murray taken down in the backfield. The corner comes up and makes the hit.
4-4 defense. They got the outside edge contained, and that was a disaster the moment the H and hike came out of Jack's mouth.
That was a safety, Jack Russell, who got up to make that hit, actually. This is a heavy set look. Handoff Murray. Has some room through the middle, and he'll get himself a few back. Get it to 3rd and 7. They have had success, as Murray taking a long time to get up there. They've had success working the outside run, and for some reason they decided to go back between the tackles. And in this case, they do get positive yardage to make it a manageable 3rd down. But why are they not continuing to move it outside, I guess?
You got to keep the defense guessing.
Wigmore in the gun. They'll put it over the middle. That one is caught somehow.
Somehow.
What a window that Wigmore had to fit through that through, but he did. 1st and 10.
Ivory Irvin.
No huddle. They go over the middle again, and another big hit. The Knights are laying the wood on the physicality, but it is not stopping the Vultures' offense. 1st and 10 at the 31. They're in field goal range. Wigmore looks to the outside. That's Murray. Turn and go. Has the 1st down and more, and he's laid out again at the 16-yard line. Baltimore calls their first timeout.
These Baltimore receivers are lucky to be able to hold on to the football. 3 hits in a row that absolutely depleted these receivers if they're able to hold on to it. Look at that hit. Oh, my goodness. He's going to feel that one in the morning.
Yeah, no doubt about that. We can feel that one in the locker room here in a couple of minutes. Nice hit.
He may jump in a hot tub at halftime.
32 seconds left in this first half. Irvin, bottom of your screen. Chima, top of your screen.
London's blitzing.
Send some extra help. They'll send one more. Looking to throw. Linebacker blitz. That one's nearly intercepted, but it's caught, and he's in for a touchdown. What a throw. What a grab. Precision to Caesar Eckerman. His 4th catch is 6 points.
50Z deep post. It was a 7-step drop, and he needed all 7 of them because London brought the blitz again, and it had just enough time to allow the play to develop for Caesar Eckerman to hit the 10-yard out route, catches it, turns up field. Although he's a tight end, he's showing his versatility, able to turn up field and score.
38 yards and a touchdown. 4 targets, 4 catches for Caesar Eckerman. Shark Tarkenton, you know, trying to add on the extra point and get this to a 13 or 12-point game.
The doctor, Thomas Paternity, is in the SFL YouTube channel saying, "Hail Caesar."
I like it. I like it. That takes you back to the 1600s or so. Nice work. 21-9 in favor of Baltimore. as London going to get this ball back with not a lot of time to do anything with it, but they do get the ball at the start of the second half. Game not over by any stretch, with Baltimore starting to find an offensive groove as that drive, it took, a lot out of the London collective breath, if you will. This will be a chance for Weary. Spin move back inside, and he will get taken down at the 24. London going to try to answer the 7-play, 73-yard drive from Baltimore, as it'll be Johnny Pickler back on the field.
Dr. Thomas Paternetti, he often, every week, he's pretty much talking in chat when his team is playing. He comments. I don't know how he does. I'm always a nervous wreck. I don't say a word, but good game at the end.
I mean, when he won 3 straight titles, though.
Yeah, he can do that.
5 wide. Pickler. Dangerous. Oh, he got it away. Barely. I'm not sure exactly how. Baltimore coverage hit on Pickler. Not a sack, but nearly should have been.
Could have been. The actually offensive line did a great job hold up as long as they did. Johnny held that ball for quite some time waiting for someone to get open.
That was Joe Duncan who finally got to Pickler and forced him to get the ball out of his hands. Pickler wants even more time. They're going to go with the gun. 2 to the left, 1 to the right.
I think it's 90-yard slants again out of that base we saw earlier.
See where they go, and it is. This will be right side, caught. Great looking ball, and the receiver ran a perfect slant route, and probably the deepest slant on the field. Found him, and that is Fox Highwind. 1st and 10. Pickler again in the no huddle. Finds Highwind again.
Timeout.
1st and 10, and London calls the timeout with 1 second left. They will probably heave it from here.
You would like to see him call a timeout on that previous completion to set up a more manageable Hail Mary, if you will. But nonetheless, they're on Baltimore's 48-yard line, and I'm assuming they're going to come out here for a Hail Mary attempt. The question is, can this offensive line hold up to Nate Brown and company?
And Brown's been a beast all day long. Talking about him, he's been all over the field and all over that defensive backfield. 2 tackles, 2 assists, 2 of those his 2 tackles are tackles for loss as well. So here comes a Hail Mary to end the first half. And man, if London ever needed one, this may be it. Throws on the run, deep, and a diving attempt ends up with nothing. And that is going to be the end of the first 2 quarters of play. It is Felix Maryland who came up, I believe, with a pass deflect on that.
Look at the arm strength of Johnny Pickler throwing that ball while he was moving off to his right. His feet were not set up under him, and yet he got that ball to the end zone. Great throw.
Yeah, looking like Vin Calia down there, diving at it, trying to get something of his hands on that football. So it's a 21-9 game. This game not over by any stretch of the imagination. It is only a 12-point affair as we head to the locker rooms. And Eddie, your first half thoughts on this contest. Really should be noted that the London defense has held Baltimore to 3 different 3-and-outs in this first half.
They did, and talking to Liam Crowder, head coach, owner, and Mr. Everything for this team, also plays defensive end. I talked to him pregame, and he said he wants to limit the team's mistakes, which he's done a great job of thus far. No interception in this game for the London Knights. Their only mistake is not being able to capitalize in the red zone, having to constantly set up for field goals. If they can get that turned around, they do get the ball to start the second half. Perhaps they can make a game of this.
Yeah, they're moving between the 20s pretty okay, as you alluded to. But when they get to that final 20 yards, it seems like it's a bend but don't break scenario for Baltimore, and they're doing that very, very well. Quarterback stats, it is Pickler with 17 for 26. Not exactly his standard of play, as he definitely wants to do more, but he is closing in on 200 yards. And then Wigmore on the other side has not had to do as much. 13 for 16, a $137. He has a touchdown, but also has that interception over the middle as well. Caesar Ackerman is your leading receiver for the Baltimore Vultures. 4 catches on 4 targets, 38 yards, and the touchdown. On the other side, 5 catches for Fox Highwind for London. He's got 70 yards, including that nasty Plinko catch that he had to extend the drive for London earlier.
Talking to the doctor. I keep forgetting to let everyone know he's a doctor. My apologies, young man. He came into this contest. I asked him, what was the game plan for today? And he said he has supreme confidence in his defense. And thus far, they've done their job, keeping London out of the end zone. And he said we look to be picking off some passes, and if he can win a turnover battle, which he has not thus far, they're down 0-1 in that category. He sees themselves walking away with a victory. And he also commented regarding those 3 losses they took in the regular season. He says, Eddie, listen, bro. We are 4-time champions. That was the regular season. It's the playoffs. It's winning time now. And he's confident they're going to be able to come up with one today. We'll see how it turns out.
And there are some teams that believe the season doesn't start until the playoffs begin. This is deep for Terrence Weary as we start off the second half. 2 yards shy of the end zone, and this will be a spin back into the field of play to the 24-yard line. And a good little bit of stuff from the Vultures as they come out after a successful first half. They on defense now. Welcome back to Sports Gamers Online Stadium here in Baltimore. Check out sportsgamersonline.com or check them out on YouTube to see why millions visit their website and YouTube channel. Gun straight look on first down for Pickler and company.
It's it again.
Here comes the extra help. Over the middle, tipped and nearly intercepted. Also nearly completed. Fox Highwind, your intended target.
Yeah, and normally that ball is supposed to go to the tight end, Talon Steele, but Frank Smith did a great job of jamming him right at the line of scrimmage and did not even allow him to get past the 3-yard line.
If Pickler puts a little more lob on that, Fox Highwind has actually a lane to the middle on a post route. That looked really good, but just a bit of a line drive throw is what caused that to be an issue. 3 bunch left, one to the right as well. Pickler caught. That is a first down and more. An 11-yard catch at the 26-yard line, and London has their first reception of the second half.
And I actually like the play design. They knew Baltimore was blitzing. They lined up the receiver off to his right by himself. Gave him great space away from the opposition to come up with that one-on-one catch.
2 to the right again, 1 to the left. 4-3 look on defense for Baltimore. Looking to throw it again. Over the middle, caught. And a short to medium passing game working out for Pickler and company. First drive of this second half. And it's a new set again as they find Talon Steele again.
Talon Steele very involved in the offense today for London.
See how long it takes London to maybe get impatient, take a shot downfield. If they decide to. Quad flick, single right. Hand off through the middle. That is a big tackle right at the line of scrimmage, and they will give Merrill 2 yards there barely. It's 2nd and 8.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. The first time they ran that play with success, Merrill picked up about 7 yards. This time, Baltimore seen that movie before. 2-yard gain.
Saran Yates the fourth, not a fan of the sequel, clearly. 2nd and 8. It is Merrill to the outside. Has the stretch play working. He's got a first down. And I believe that was a step into the neutral zone as well. Offside's coming.
London's going to decline this penalty and move the chains.
No doubt. 1st and 10 coming for the Knights. So things seemingly getting back into a machine-like efficiency for London on offense. Their play is seemingly averaging between 7 and 10 yards per play, no matter what they run. At least when they're successful, this is what they do. They move it down the field a bit methodically at times. Their quick strike offense, not really there, but they have success doing this.
They got to get Merrill more involved. He's only averaging 2.2 yards per play.
Had 31 all-purpose yards in that first half. He's going to have a chance to the outside
There
here. Has some room to run. Put on the speed. Broken tackle. He can't break 3 tackles, though. And it would get taken down at the 16-yard line towards the right sideline.
Alvin Mack, I love that guy. He doesn't put up stellar numbers every season. He's always around the middle of the pack, but he gets an A for effort every week as there Merrill breaks a tackle of Giovanni Boat, but Alvin Mack, who is always hustling on every play, he does not take a down off, and he brings them down after a significant gain. He gets the Hustle Award for this team.
Week in and week out for him, no doubt. Could be a
Look
chance
out.
for Pickler blitz, and Pickler is taken down. Linebacker on the delayed blitz came through unabated to the quarterback. 2nd and 14.
Frank Smith has been blitzing throughout this entire game. It's like they gave him one job. They said, Frank, what's your job? Kill the quarterback. And that's what he's been doing all game long. That's all he's been doing is blitzing.
You got the doctor over there on the sideline. He's looking at Frank Smith. He's like, hey, you see that 14 right there? I don't want him standing. Okay?
Yeah.
You put him down. I like it. I formation for London. Pickler under center. Merrill is the deep back on it. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 7-step. Over the top. Caught. Touchdown. What a dime from Johnny Pickler. Finds Fox Highwind one more time, and London has their first score.
Yeah, 50Z deep post, and they caught Baltimore with the safety down, anticipating 90-yard slants. But guess what? Johnny, I guess he just got tired of hearing that old story and said, listen, I'm tired of just dinking and dunking this ball down the field. It's time to go for the deep shot. They caught Baltimore's defense napping, and he made them pay.
You know what's funny is we were talking about how Saron Yates IV didn't like the sequel. Neither did Johnny Pickler.
No.
Chance for JT Delaney to add on the extra point, get this game back to within a 5-point spread. This is up, and it is through. 21-16, Baltimore out in front of London early on in this third quarter, but Baltimore going to get this ball back there for their first crack at the second half.
And if London's going to get back into this ball game, that defense is going to have to play a part in it, as thus far they had a tough time handling Baltimore after their slow start.
Ivory Irvin back deep for the return. Delaney with the kick up and gone, and Irvin will have it at just shy of the end zone. From the 2, get it to the 20. Move through the middle and into the pile of humanity in the middle of the hash marks to the 35-yard line. This summer, you can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus on emulator for 4K23 in the palm of your hand. Pre-order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com, search SFL, or through the all-new league website at SimulationFL.net. That is going to be a fun thing to do. Get your Retroid in your hand, take it on the plane on your way to convention. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Through the middle, it's Warren Murray who gets nowhere after a 1-yard gain.
That's a play set that Baltimore loves to play. The call, it's near Jokers, I believe, and they love to run that play up the A-gap and typically get a lot of success out of that play. But don't tell London they didn't get that memo.
Right. Didn't like the sequel of that one either. Under center, Wigmore.
Going to blitz.
And sending the extra help, it looks like. They'll send to the extra linebacker. Right side caught. Wigmore did not care about the blitz coming through. It's Ackerman again for his 5th catch.
Ackerman thinks he's back in Jacksonville with all these catches he's getting here today for London. Excuse me, for Baltimore.
For the efforts that London's corners are putting on the Baltimore receivers, I mean, it makes sense that Baltimore has to go to the tight end, though, and Ackerman has been more than a good enough security blanket for Wigmore when the time comes. This is Gaines through the middle. The newly minted Hall of Famer has 8 yards, and it's a 2nd and 2.
Anthony Wayo was staring down the quarterback's eyes when he hiked the ball and saw T-Roy Gaines coming right up the middle. Look at this. This is Anthony Wayo, what he's seeing. Imagine having to bring that big man down and force him to make the tackle. Wow, I know he had fear in his eyes, but he did a great job of bringing down the train, T-Roy.
Ron Yates with T-Roy Trains in the YouTube chat. I see you over there. Under center. Offset I again. London on the run blitz trying to get to Warren Murray, but he's having none of that. 1st and 10, just shy of the 50-yard line to the 49.
Jack Russell had an opportunity to make a tackle in the backfield, but Warren Murray just gave him just a little quick hop skip and got out of there.
1st and 10 for Wigmore. They're still on their side of the 50, at least for the moment. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Wigmore 3-step drop, throw right side, a jumping grab. Not much more than that. Couldn't really do anything after he caught the ball and landed. Ackerman has his 6th catch, but that was a bit of an interesting one.
It was. He had to kind of act like a ballet dancer there on that play, kind of swivel around and catch it with one arm and one hand and bring that ball in. That's impressive.
To the London 48-yard line. Heavy set look. This smells like a Warren Murray run.
Strong ISO.
Yeah, this looks like a Warren Murray run. And it is a Warren Murray run through the middle. Everybody in the stadium knew that was coming, including the London defensive line, and he gets basically nothing. Cam Frosby with the tackle.
including coaches and scouts who play up against this team every season. And I'm tell you what, it's crazy how you know it's coming, yet Baltimore still is able to be productive with it.
Yeah, they're still on the plus side of 50% success rate with that. Split backs for Wigmore.
50x spot.
Yep, I was thinking it as well. And it is a bump coverage, nothing doing. Wigmore taken down. He does get the ball out, but those routes, including that spot route, the bump coverage was perfect.
London all game long, when they line up in nickel defense playing 2-bump, have done a great job of containing these Baltimore receivers. It's Dime that's giving them problems.
And Matty Coffin's out for a punt, his third punt of this football game for Baltimore. And it gives a chance for London to come all the way back and potentially take the lead. Again, winner takes on the winner of Alamo City and Atlanta. That's the second game of our quarterfinal doubleheader tonight. This is going to bounce into the end zone, and back to the 20 we go as London will get the possession of the football.
And when London made that last stop, their biggest cheerleader was quarterback Johnny Pickler, who was on the sidelines yelling, "Let's go!"
Love when the offense cheers on the defense and vice versa. No doubt about that. 1st and 10. Gun straight look. This smells like all slants.
Here comes the blitz again.
Yep. This will be a play that they can get out of the hands. Running. Start. And it's picked off. Thrown on the run off his back foot. Nothing doing. Marvin Hines, the number 4 corner on this Baltimore roster, comes up with a game-changing interception.
Johnny Pickler, the time ran out on him, and he had to move out of the pocket, unable to put all of his arm strength behind that pass. No leg muscles whatsoever. It was all upper body, and Baltimore made him pay.
So 1st and 10, and Baltimore starts this drive in field goal range. Pro look, single back. Looking to throw it.
Blitz.
Quick drop back. Oh, what a blitz it was. Unabated again, and the blockers had no answer for the incoming blitzer. 2nd and 16, what a hit.
And you see why on that play, why Cameron Frosby is always amongst the league leaders in sacks, but that time he got double teamed, but because of the blitz, the linebacker was able to get through there and make a play.
Quads look. Over the middle, Wigmore has his target, and that negates the sack and sets him up on a 3rd and very manageable. It's David Anderson.
3rd down and 2, and London needs to find a way to force a 4th down attempt here and force a field goal to try to keep this a one-score lead. I believe that's David's first catch of the game.
It is his first target of the game too, I believe. David Anderson has his first catch and first action in this quarterfinal matchup. 3rd and 2. As mentioned, the receivers have been blanketed by these corners. That's why Ackerman has so much action in this football game. Murray possibly going to his way. No, it'll be a chance for Chima, and he has himself a 1st down inside the 15 to the 13. Mac Chima setting up Baltimore in the red zone.
Anthony Wayo is showing why he is a future Hall of Famer in this league. He's come up with big hits today. Another one there. And that was actually David Anderson's 3rd catch of the game. My apologies. Excuse me a second.
Missed that entirely. Might have been a no huddle earlier. 3 to the right, 1 to the left in the bunch. Wigmore outside, looking for it, just shy of the goal line. At the goal line is Ivory Irvin. No touchdown yet. 1st and goal.
One of the weaknesses about that 4-4 inside blast 3 is you're playing deep thirds. So both corners and the safety have a 1/3 of the field deep, which is going to leave those out routes open. But don't look now. Hold on. Liam is going to challenge that possession there. He doesn't think he got both feet in, but looking at the replay, it looked like he did to me.
Looking like he's going to challenge the vision of R62. We'll see what this looks like.
Look at the replay. You can see here clear that the right foot came down and the second one came down right as he went out of bounds. Bang, bang. That's a catch.
Yeah, that very well should be, as R62 will give us his view of things. And it is indeed a standing play. So the catch is good. Charge timeout to London. Keep an eye on that later on in this football game. But 1st and goal for Baltimore. They've got 4 chances to punch it in.
1st and goal from the goal line. I would not be surprised if we see T-Roy. Excuse me, that's not going to be T-Roy. It's going to be a stretch play or ISO up the middle.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an ISO. Murray has been able to get through this before, this time in the power eye.
Oh, screen.
Nope. Screenplay outside. Does he get in? What a spin! Gets in. Touchdown. Warren Murray. Baltimore puts their stamp on this football game.
The Warhorse, as they call him in Baltimore, catches the screen. He retired for a couple seasons, playing with the Houston Hyenas, came back out of retirement after a brief hiatus, catches the screen pass, and Baltimore now has a 2-score lead.
All right, so Baltimore does the job. They get through the London defense on a long drive themselves. It could have been longer, but 5 plays, 35 yards after the interception, taking advantage of points off turnovers as the Baltimore Vultures, and they create a 12-point spread as long as Shark Tarkin's able to knock this through. Snap is low. That's dangerous, and he still got it away. That's an extra point that will get through the uprights. 12-point lead it is, 28-16.
The ball literally went over the back of whoever that was that dove and just missed it.
Just a little bit of a premature dive. As far as the distance goes, would have been on top of the ball as it got there. But either way, this will be London's chance to get back into it. Game not over yet by any stretch. 3.5 minutes left in this third quarter, and Terrence Weary is back deep for the return. Just a yard shy of the end zone. Out to the 20, left of the 20, spin, back into the middle, and he's going to find his way to the 25. And Pickler back out after throwing a pick earlier, and that turned into 6. So he will likely be looking for redemption on this. 20 for 31, 65% completion, or just about that, and 7.1 yards per attempt. That's a short to medium passing game. When it's working, it's really working for London. We'll see where they go from here.
Here's slot right. First time we've seen London Dallas up today.
That's going to be to the outside. Put Merrill in a screen. Spin past 1. Spin past 2. Tries to break a third. And he'll get out to the 34-yard line, 2nd and 1.
Taking what the defense gives them. And I thought he was going to be tackled for about a gain of about a yard. But Robert spent right out of it. Picks up 9.
Merrill's 6th catch, 19 yards through the air. He's got 59 yards on 12 attempts on the ground. So a better second half than he's had first half so far in this football game. Offset eye. Callie atop of your screen. Handoff Merrill. Has some room down the left sideline. Going to try to put on the afterburners. And he's eventually taken down. 1st and 10 inside Baltimore territory. Robert Merrill finding the speed.
Got a great block from his left guard and his left tackle. Forget about hitting the afterburners. He's putting the team on his back right now. 2 straight plays, he moves the chains for London.
That was Troy Loshaw, strong safety, who came down to be able to take him out on the tackle. As you get a look at him there. Quarters look. Single right. Looking to throw to the outside. Merrill again. Tries to spin again, but this time, again, Baltimore not a fan of sequels. 2nd and 10 to the 37-yard line.
London has 39 yards of offense on this drive, and they came from 2 plays from Robert Merrill. They may need him to dig deep and drink a Gatorade or something, because they're going to need him if they're going to win this game.
5 wide for Pickler.
Here comes the blitz.
Yeah, extra help coming. Baltimore liking sending the extra help. Linebacker blitz coming through. Got the play off and got the throw off as well. 5-yard completion, 3rd and 5. And that was the safety blanket, Terrence Weary.
Great job by Johnny checking the ball down as the time was running out in the pocket. Frank Smith was coming.
Baltimore's crowd getting loud, trying to will their team to a stop. Pickler backs up, throws. That one's caught. 1st down inside the red zone again to the 18-yard line. Pickler finds a Fox Highwind again. 1st and 10.
Number 14 showing a short memory. He just threw a pick on the previous drive that resulted in a Baltimore touchdown. He puts it all behind them. The coach always tells you the most important play is the next one. Don't forget about what happened in the past. Focus on what's in the job ahead of you. And right now, Johnny's doing a great job of that.
That puts Highwind over the century mark in yards, approximately 104 7 receptions, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Top of your screen is Highwind again. Vincalia, bottom of your screen.
Same
Pickler
play.
looks, throws, did. Back the other way it goes. Big turnover in the red zone. London's red zone struggles continue as they give the ball back to the Vultures.
Johnny Pickler just threw his 200th all-time interception after we just gave him all that praise. You got 2 receivers running the same area. Baltimore's playing zone. You got 1 man defending 2 receivers. Easy play by the defense.
Enzo Bolt coming up with a major interception and second interception of the game. As you mentioned, 200 all-time for Johnny Pickler. Not the stat he really wants to talk about. Baltimore has the ball at least semi-normal field position at the very least, but it does create an opportunity for them to put some separation, as that one is a Warren Murray run 4 yards forward to the 23.
London, if they're going to get back into this game, they just may need that defense to help with that scoring. Either an interception return for a touchdown, a fumble picked up and returned, or maybe even an interception to give them some short field to help out this offense.
Wigmore with a 111 rating, even though he has the interception today. Pair slot right in the weak eye to the outside. It is Murray. Spins, nothing doing. 3rd and 5 on this to the 24. And a big 3rd down coming up here for the London defense.
It was actually strong twins. I need to be quick out, but nonetheless, it's going to bring up the 4th quarter. Put your 4s up, ladies and gentlemen.
Your 4s, your 12s, your 86s, and your 68s, if you don't mind. 4th frame coming up. Baltimore out in front. This is the SFL playoffs on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Ready to go. 4th quarter on tap. 2 to the right, 1 to the left again. Wigmore, 5-step drop, looks, throws right, and oh man, that was a dangerous ball. That would have been pick 6 country if that one found a London Knight. Daily Holder with the intended target, nothing doing.
Yeah, 2 men in the area. Actually had a linebacker over there defending the running back who was going out to the flat. 2 guys in that area. I'm surprised Jack Wigmore made that throw. So even after the interception here, Curtis, London's going to get good field position here.
They are, and that could put them right back in the driver's seat trying to make this comeback happen. Coffins with the high snap, handles it well, gets it up and gone, and this is returnable for Terrence Weary. He'll get it out to the 41-yard line, and London in a good spot to start this drive as, again, between the 20s, they were able to move pretty well. Pickler with a big-time interception in the red zone. He'll try to redeem himself after that.
Like we said, the most important play is the next one. Put it all behind you and lead this team.
Greg Soto, Ron Haynes on stats, and the stats truck making us look smarter than we actually are. Huge appreciation to those guys as they are in a tough spot handling these 2 offenses. Couple of spin moves. What a disgusting display of movement from Robert Merrill as he found a way between 2 vultures. It is 2nd and 5.
That's about as impressive of a 5-yard run as you'll ever see in the SFL.
It was nasty. I didn't know bodies or ligaments moved like that. That was gross. Offset high. Callie at top of your screen. Handoff Merrill. Going to try to get to the outside. Cuts it in and then back out. And he will get the first down to the 46-yard line. 4th quarter is underway. And London at this point can't be looking at field goals. And to think about it, if they had gotten to at least 1 touchdown out of the 3 field goals they kicked earlier, this would be a 1-possession game.
Absolutely. That's a quiet 102 yards for Robert Merrill today.
Yeah, it is. And he'll get a few more in the receiving game here as he's going to work a screen. And it'll be a 3-yard gain, not much more than that, to the 42. Good work here for Robert Merrill. He's trying to get his team going in the right direction. Fox Highwind been the most consistent target. Kalia has not really had the type of impact we're used to him having. Only 5 targets, 2 receptions, 30 yards today.
And a great job covering him. Free play.
This will be Pickler possibly taking a chance. Nope, he's going to check it down instead. I believe that's the fullback, Knoll, who brings that one in. Not much more than that, and they'll get 5 yards out of it either way.
5 yards either way, like you said, it's going to be a free play. But in that situation, you would like to see Johnny throw the ball deep. I'm not sure if he saw the flag or not.
Well, either way, the Vultures will get penalized. Joe Duncan on the is the guilty party on it, and sets up London with a decent chance to extend this drive.
Second down and 2, 9 minutes left in this contest. Let's see if we get a stretch here.
This looks like it might be either stretch or an ISO. They'll go stretch to the outside. Merrill taken down again. That's a couple of times that we've seen the defensive line get home. Nate Brown again comes up with a massive hit.
And if Nate Brown does not make that tackle, that may be a touchdown because there was no one out in front of him to stop him. Everyone got blocked up front, including the strong safety.
Nate Brown doing his homework. There's a couple times he's been able to stop that stretch play just like that has stopped big yardage gains from Robert Merrill in this football game. 3rd and 1. This is Merrill, and he's taken down by a sea of Vultures. Right past the line of scrimmage, into the backfield they go. 4th and 3. Decision time here for London, but they'll likely punt.
I think they are going to punt this ball away. 4th down and 3, and the run game has not been consistent.
89 Will Todd saying 127 people watching and only 26 likes. Smash that like button if you please. Thank you very much from Will Todd. Good call out there. As this will be back at the end zone and into the end zone it will go.
Wow.
Nothing doing for the punt, and there'll be a Baltimore football.
The best tight end, the best teammate on the planet, Will Todd. I love you, bro.
Now Baltimore, chance to put some separation. 5 wide for Wigmore. You figure with a 12-point lead, they'd run the ball. Apparently not the case with 7:52 to go. Looking to throw it. Wigmore over the middle. That one's caught. Spin move over the middle at the 40-yard line. What a play. Yards after catch, movement after catch is sublime from Daley Holder.
Yeah, that time it was London's turn to blitz out of a 3-2 defense. They left a linebacker with no one to cover, so he comes on a delayed blitz. Daley Holder, however, thanks to his offensive line on the way back to the huddle because they gave him time to get that ball out.
Real good work. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Getting out of the shadow of their own end zone by a lot. That was a 20-yard play.
50X spot coming up.
Watch the bottom of your screen, this route. And it was a try, but the bump coverage real good, but Wigmore finds his man anyway. What a play over the middle. Another one for Daley Holder.
Yeah, that time Brandon Ewing was unable to hold Daley Holder, which is a hard task as they involved him in a lot of ways. They line him up as the Y and the Z on many occasions, and he comes up with big catches.
That 50X spot not been very effective on the spot route, but the secondary routes have been fairly good when that spot route has not been efficient. Pro look. Wigmore. Oh, what a hit. Right at the point of attack, had the football, didn't even get a chance to scan downfield, and it is a 4-yard loss.
Frank Stackhouse, I mean, you would think he knew the snap count because he gets around the right guard. The moment an H came out of Jack's mouth, he was already out of his stance and charging towards the quarterback. That was impressive as a sack as you will see by defensive tackle.
Baltimore's been pretty good at making 2nd and longs turn into 3rd and shorts. See if they can do it again here. Wigmore over the middle. That one is caught. Ivory Irvin, thank you very much. The post route is gold. 1st and 10 at the 24.
Ace look, they come out with 2 tight ends. They're blitzing again. Both tight ends run 5-yard outs. Ivory Irvin runs a skinny post and makes them pay for that single high safety look.
That Wigmore's precision on that ball. The only player who had a chance to catch that football was Ivory Irvin, and when it took a lunge for him to get out there and get his hand stretched out to bring that one in. That was a great looking throw from Wigmore. Offset eye is the reason they've won 3 in a row. This will be to the outside. Run for Murray. He found the gas, and he gets all the way down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for Baltimore.
And if London is going to get back into this game, they have to find a way to hold Baltimore to a field goal attempt here. Otherwise, this is going to get out of hand. They won't have enough time to get back into this ball game, I don't think, as Warren Murray looks to add his stamp of approval to this ball game.
Murray may get the ball on this 1st and goal as well. He's got 1 touchdown so far. He'd love to get a second one. Perhaps put this game a little bit more on ice. Handoff, Murray taken down in the backfield. London's defense stands up. They're going to try to hold them to 3 points here. If they're able to do it, it's still a 2-touchdown game.
It's been a while since I've scouted Baltimore, but I could have sworn that's going to be a 90 tight end slant. But I'm not sure that's new to the playbook or what, but I don't recall them having that in their arsenal before.
2nd and goal. Gun straight look. From 8 yards to the end zone. Wigmore has it,
Caesar.
looks, throws, end zone, touchdown. Baltimore comes all the way down the field. Ackerman's 2nd touchdown of the game. The tight end look has been real nice for the Vultures in this quarterfinal game.
Caesar Ackerman with his 7th catch, 59 yards, and 2 of them were brought in for touchdowns, 90-yard slants. He's been productive all game. Why not reward him for his efforts, get him his 2nd touchdown of this contest?
He's been very good, and while the other receivers have not been able to get free, Ackerman over the middle of the field and even towards the sidelines has been dynamite for the Vultures offense. It is Shark Tarkenton trying to add the 35th point onto the board for the Vultures and put a 19-point spread on the board. It is up and it is through. London needs a heave and a prayer at this point to get themselves back into it. 3-possession game. And so here we go. This needs to be a pretty quick possession if they have a shot.
It does, but Johnny Pickler is not giving up. He's already on the sideline saying, let's finish strong, boys. He believes in his team. He believes he can come back and win this game. Let's see if they can do it.
You got to believe. Got to believe. Even on the road, even down to the 3-time champs, you got to believe. Otherwise, you have no hope. Deep is Terrence Weary on the goal line. Brings it out to the 20-yard line, 22, and that's where he will be stopped. And here comes Johnny Pickler, who admittedly, and I think he'd even be the first to admit, he hasn't had the best day. But, I mean, part of that can be attributed to the fact that Baltimore's defense has been on top of their game since the onset.
They've been harassing him all game long, not giving him the time he needs to get the ball out of his hands safely. And they're coming again.
Here. 4 wide. Yep, another blitz coming, it looks like. Extra linebacker lined up in the spot. Here comes Frank Smith. Oh, good block on the blitz. And a near perfect throw. Just a bit overthrown, looking for Weary, and he had plenty of green in front of him.
He sure did. And had he been able to come up with that pass, that would have been a catch and run situation as the safety lined up single high in that situation, was out of position, and that would have been a track meet trying to catch him before he got to the end zone.
2nd and 10 at the 22. Does stop the clock, so there's something to think about there. 5 minutes left in this football game.
Coming again, Curtis.
He's been steady. Steady as she goes, for sure. Here he comes. Throw picked off. You saw that one coming right from the onset. The jump was almost in the air before the ball was released. What an anticipation pick. Baltimore, Marvin Hines is 2nd of the football game.
Marvin Himes is pretty much sitting there. He moved about 5 yards off the ball once it was hiked. Just sitting there reading the quarterback's eyes, 90-yard slants. Everyone in the vicinity, you got 3 receivers, so he doesn't have to do too much lateral movement. And he knows he's going to get a rush on the quarterback as the offensive linemen have one-on-one responsibilities, unable to hold up, and Johnny throws yet another interception.
And this will look like a steady diet of Warren Murray to the outside, spins back in, keeps going, the hesitation, and a house call for Warren Murray. Touchdown. Baltimore runs away, and a date with either Alamo City or Atlanta.
Warren Murray gets his 4th touchdown of this contest, I believe. The man is with a machine today. They call him the warhorse for a reason, as he's the workhorse, the bell cow of this offense. That title used to belong to T-Roy Gaines, but he was the ultimate team player. Moved over to a fullback, and he set the tone along with his offensive line to get Warren Murray out in space. And perhaps this London defense has just gotten tired, Chris, and they just no longer able to hold up. And it's been a long game. They've been out there for quite some time, particularly in the second half. And Baltimore, being a 4-time champions that they are beginning to put this game away.
And Johnny Pickler on the sideline saying, good game, Baltimore, go get number 5. And William Crowder, proud of our efforts. We went blow for blow. And for the first 2.5 quarters, I'd say that's exactly accurate. And Baltimore eventually got some separation and didn't look back. But London, a lot to be proud of this season for sure. And hopefully see more from them in the future in this competitive range. They did not start out well this season, but they turned it on late and got themselves into a real good spot in the playoff seedings, talking about the Knights. Baltimore kicking off. Terrence Weary going to be back deep again with 4:38 left in this football game. Weary inside the end zone brings it out. Going to move towards the middle and get it out to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 for London.
Yeah, at this point, Baltimore's probably going to bring the subs out there and let them get some work in, as the starters are going to try to keep their legs fresh for next week. Let's see where they go. It depends on how the next matchup coming up on the SFL YouTube channel shakes out.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good stuff. We got Arizona and Fort Worth that moved on last night. Baltimore going to move into the Final Four as well. This one's over the middle, caught. 1st down and more. They'll run some no huddle to the 34, and then whoever comes out of the Alamo City Atlanta game later going to look like a winner as well. So this Final Four shaping up to be real good in these Season 20 playoffs. That's a catch for Fox Highwind. Another one from Pickler over the middle. They'll get past midfield as they start to work the no huddle.
Fox Highwind has been a main target for Johnny Pickler today.
Yes, he has. He's been good all throughout. This will be Merrill on the outside, and a big hit. 2 Vultures get to him, and taken down is Merrill. And Fox Highwind, talking about him, 8 catches on 11 targets for 124.
Yeah.
He's been good, no doubt about that one. This will be a free play, it looks like, and as we'll see R62 sack on the play, but they'll get 5 yards anyway.
I didn't see where the flag came from. I'm not sure that's on the offense for holding or what, because Baltimore was coming.
Oh, yeah, it is. I thought it was a free play because of a step into the neutral zone, but maybe not. Okay.
Yeah.
So Baltimore will take the penalty, and they'll move further back even.
They were blitzing, and they tried to get away with a hold there, but the referee saw it.
R62 with those laser-focused eyes. 42-16.
For offensive linemen to get away with a holding call as big as they are.
Those big frying pan-like hands over there.
Frank Smith is coming again.
Why not? Pickler in trouble. Throws deep. Left side tipped and incomplete. He knew he was running out of time. Elijah Warfield over there making the play on the ball.
Baltimore is up 26 points, and they're continuing to blitz. Wow.
And it looks like for them, 26 points of separation is just not enough.
Head coach Thomas Paternetti is on the sidelines asking, why did they accept the penalty?
Don't forget, that's Dr. Thomas Paternetti.
That's right. My apologies, sir. Doctor.
Pickler in trouble, taken down again. 4th down, and this will likely be them having to go for it on 4th and 21.
Is that Joe Duncan on the sack?
Very well may have been. 92.
4th and 21, got to go for it here.
Was indeed Joe Duncan on that sack. Got to get it long. Pickler got to put it up in the air. He's going to be in trouble. Throws on the run. Incomplete. Chance at it, but not enough. And that is 1st and 10. Baltimore going to work on running down the clock. There's still 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this ball game. And Baltimore just got a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Johnny held on to that ball as long as he could to allow those receivers to get to the 1st down marker, but unable to do so. Turnover on downs, and Baltimore's going to take over with 3:15 left.
Yep. So Baltimore going to relax a little bit. Watch this game tonight. Get themselves ready for either Atlanta or Alamo City, depending on how that game goes to the Hive a little bit later. And off through the middle, and it is nothing much doing for Warren Murray. He'll get taken down, but the clock continues to go.
That's actually the backup for Warren Murray. Warren Murray's on the sidelines with ice on his knees right now, getting ready for next week.
All right, well, there you go.
He's been a workhorse indeed today.
Probably see Adam Jefferson before too long here, too, the Baltimore backup quarterback.
Murray with only 15 carries today and 7 receptions. He should be nice and fresh for next week.
Damon Morehouse, 44, is the backup for Warren Murray. He's in the game again. He'll get the carry through the middle, gets a couple of yards, and gets taken down at the 38-yard line. So get some playoff reps for the backups in this particular contest after a 26-point deficit. Makes sense to me. Maybe we'll see Jefferson be able to throw one here on third down.
Johnny Pickler is saying that Baltimore defensive line today was the nastiest he's ever seen. And he just gives them their praises, gives them their flowers. They did a great job today.
They absolutely did. I mean, part of it was the scheme as well. I mean, every time it seemed like as we get to the 2-minute warning, we'll talk about it in a second. 42-16, Baltimore over London. 2 minutes to go as Baltimore clearly in control and likely to move on to their semifinal matchup. The looking at it, I mean, anytime London went into 3 and 4 wide sets, you saw Frank Smith coming with the train in full motion, trying to get to the quarterback, and he got there more often than not against an offensive line, and there's a tackle there, as nothing doing for Morehouse. So London calls timeout, and with a 4th down coming, Baltimore will give the ball back to London.
Ball's going to go back to London, going to force a punt as they are just outside of field goal range for Frank Tarkin. But then again, who knows? He is a future Hall of Famer. Maybe he can hit from there, but why put his leg through that stress? Oh, a penalty. You've got to be kidding. It was 4th down and 5. Let's see if this results in a 1st down or a 4th and inches. Let's see what they mark this at.
They were close to the line to gain, so I'm pretty sure this does give them a 1st down, and that will likely be able to let Baltimore just kneel this game away.
Yeah, it was 4th and 5. I don't know if it was a full 5 or 5.5. Let's see what they mark this at.
Does look like the Lions
Oh, they're gonna go
close
for a field goal now.
Okay, well, give Parkinson 3 more points then. Yeah, so that was very close. It was 4th and inches after that. So this is a 50-yarder from here. The left hash. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. Up and through. No issue there. 50 yards from Tarkenton. And make it a 45-16 game. So they'll kick the ball back to London now.
Left-footed kicker Shark Tarkenton, future Hall of Famer. No doubt in my mind he'll get there someday soon. Continues his reign of supremacy this season as he's been perfect.
He's been very, very good. No doubt about that. Kicks him from the parking lot on the regular. Under 2 minutes to go. Terrence Weary back deep. And London probably their last possession of this football game. 2 yards deep in the end zone. Weary through the middle. And 1st and 10 out to the 23-yard line. Minute 48 to go. And looking ahead to the matchup tonight, I want to get your insight on Alamo City and Atlanta as we kind of take this one down to the last moments. Alamo City comes into the Hive. You have Siege Falco, BDG Hollywood, Bryant Dynasty playing the best football of their careers in Atlanta. Which one do they focus on if there's one?
Oh, I don't think you can. You can't. It's got to be a team effort.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Alamo City's got their work cut out for them. A lot of really good weapons in the offensive side of the ball from Atlanta, but the defense not bad either, as that'll be a Robert Merrill play over the middle. Tipped and incomplete as Pickler was looking for Calia. That was one thing that Baltimore did really well going back to this game for a second. They bottled up Vin Calia. This is a man who had 5 touchdowns in a game in an Impact Monday game earlier this season. He has done virtually not a lot in this onset.
Going back to the Alamo City Atlanta matchup.
Yeah.
Alamo City actually leads that series 3-2 all time.
Interesting. Fun to see where that ends up. That's a ball over the middle from Pickler. 1st and 10.
But this is a different Atlanta Swarm off team this season. Their defense is a big part of that. So we'll see how it shakes out.
Over the middle, caught again. 1st down, and London starting to move the ball forward as we get down to our last 67 seconds. Yeah, you're right. Atlanta's been a different beast altogether as they were able to bottle up the 1 seed. Left side, incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll go back to the huddle. Alvin Mack on the pass deflect.
Alvin on the pass deflection, but it almost got picked up right before he hit the ground by another defender. I didn't catch his number. Oh, that was Enzo Bolt. Excuse me. Almost picked that right before he hit the turf. Alvin Mack, I love that guy. Sideline to sideline. Looks like BJ Loveless out there sometimes.
Not taking days off for sure. Not taking downs off. Fox Highland been one of the bright spots for this London offense in this game. They'll go gun straight look here. Highland 8 catches over the century mark. Has a touchdown in this game. Pickler, that is caught. First down and more inside the 23. London going to try to get some, they say trash time points here, but I would say that London definitely deserves the effort, and that is a big hit that Pickler just took by the Baltimore defensive line again. It's second down.
Talk about not taking plays off. Defensive end Al Walker is out there giving maximum effort here with this game well in hand. Only 45 seconds left in the ball game.
Second and 10, and Kalia going to try to do something here. He's at the top of your screen. Highwind again at the bottom.
Here comes the blitz.
And another Frank Smith sighting. Here he comes. He's going to try to get to Pickler. Not going to happen on that play, but it doesn't matter. Second and 10 turns into third and 10, as that was Talon stealing the attempt.
I think that's the first time we've seen Baltimore dial that play up. It was nickel 4-2 middle blast. And they brought it, that blitz, I think, for the first time today.
So the crowd wants more. They're going to will their team to a stop by getting loud again. Maybe more celebratory than anything else. Pickler throws right side. End zone, it's intercepted. Back the other way, that's Ben Stacking Paper, I believe. That is... You didn't see that Warfield over there on Kalia? It is Elijah Warfield on the interception.
Yeah, picking up another interception just to cap off this ball game. Man, turnovers have been a difference here in the second half as Baltimore continues to harass Johnny Apocalypse, blitzing yet again.
Man,
It
Baltimore.
looked like Frank Smith was kind of tired on that blitz, but that time he took a long time getting to the quarterback. Perhaps he's worn out himself.
He's blitzed 36 times in this game. I don't blame him one bit. This man's doing wind sprints up and down the field.
Yeah.
Having to work his way through obstacles to get to the quarterback. And it is kneel time for the Baltimore offense as London calls their second to last timeout. Or the last timeout, sorry.
Great season for London. This team started out 1-3. No one thought they'd be even in position to play in this ball game today after such a start, but they found a way to right the ship. Only lost one regular season game throughout the rest of that season after that 1-3 start.
Yeah.
Got themselves here. They have nothing to shake their heads over or get down about. An impressive finish to their season.
Yeah, certainly. That's been a lot of fun as far as the London season goes. Like I said, it may not have started right, but it definitely ended more like they wanted as far as the regular season goes. They come into Baltimore, they leave Baltimore with nothing to be ashamed of. A very good team effort all the way around, very good roster effort, top to bottom, from Johnny Pickler and company on the offense and everybody on the defense. It's a really, really well-rounded team. Baltimore on the other side, though, you kind of thought going into this game that they would come out on top. They do come out with a 29-point win. But it was in doubt there for a little while as Baltimore moves in to the semifinals one more time. Post-game thoughts on a Baltimore win. They move into the Final Four.
Baltimore improves to 69-8 at home.
That's nice.
Talk about an impressive feat. But as impressive as it is, it's only second all time, which is crazy to me just to even think about. But they came in here today. It was a team effort. After a slow start, those first couple of possessions, the offense heated up. The defense was pretty much solid throughout this contest. And once they got Warren Murray going, it was just hard to stop them, because once this offense gets two-dimensional, in which both the run and pass game is going, look out. Jack Whitmore is a 3-time champion. They got 4 championships as a whole, as a team, and they're just a hard team to stop. And despite those 3 losses in the regular season, Baltimore is out here to show and prove that that's the Baltimore days of old. They are on a playoff mission here to get that 5th ring. I saw them on Ashley's show earlier this week, and they were pretty much ticked off and ready to get this playoff game going. And he said one thing he wanted from Cam was an apology. Big Sir Ron Yates said, Ken, you was an apology. You called us the 3-time champs. We are the 4-time champs. I want an apology out of you, young man. And I tell you what, if Sir Ron Yates comes to the convention, Cam better make sure he gives him that apology before he gets there. That's a big man I do not want to stand in front of.
Oh man, that's really, really funny. Hard to believe that a 4-time champ would come in with a chip on their shoulder, but they continue every single time that we see them have a chip on their shoulder. It's really fun to see them in the competitive mood, no doubt about it, and it's not fun for anybody on the opposite side of the field. No doubt about that either. As you see Warren Murray and company doing work on the replays here. Okay, so got to ask you, quarterfinal MVP for Baltimore.
For me, it's hard not to give it to Warren Murray. I know he only had 15 carries, but he had 3 rushing touchdowns. He had 7 receptions for 59 yards unofficially and another touchdown receiving. Jack Whitmore had a great day too, but it was Warren Murray. Once he got going and they got blocking up front for him, this whole team, they just rallied around him. They call him a warhorse for a reason. And once he got going, it was pretty much lights out from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Caesar Ackerman, honorary mention for him as well, as he was lights out all day long as well. And just London's defense made it a necessity to go to Ackerman through the air, and he absolutely responded very well. Marvin Hines on defense, 2 interceptions. Elijah Warfield, an interception right there. Well-rounded team effort, like you were saying. But I think, the offensive MVP has to go to Warren Murray. So Warhorse gonna get it done in playoff time. It's inevitable, like death and taxes. 15 attempts, 120 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then 55 more. That's 175 all-purpose yards, 4 all-purpose touchdowns for Warren Murray. And that is all from Sports Gamers Online Stadium as they await the winner of Alamo City and Atlanta later on tonight. Ethan Muslin, Andy Hamilton on the call for that game. That happens at about 9 p.m. Eastern. Get your calendars set, get your alarms set. We will see you later tonight for the second half of our quarterfinal doubleheader on this Sunday evening. For Eddie Gage, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Baltimore. We will see you in just a couple hours.
Arizona, I love y'all, man. Great team win, y'all. Great team win. DJ carried us. We struggled there for a bit before we finally got it going. We got another tough one next week. Fort Worth is no joke. I look forward to it, y'all. Let's go.